Good morning, students. Today we are going to see English workshop because yesterday we completed the poem Have You Ever Seen? And I hope all of you understood the poem also. Now let us see English workshop. Before English workshop, I would like to talk about some of the figure of speeches which is used in the poem. Okay, now for that you can come to page number 12. On page number 12, in a warming up activity, we already discussed about homographs. What are homographs, right? Now the second activity which is given is a figure of speech. Now what is that figure of speech? The figure of speech, the name of that figure of speech is pun. What is that? Pun. Now what is meant by pun? Now generally it is generally we define pun as a play of words or play on words. शब्दों के साथ खेलना या शब्दों का खेल. Okay, play of words. Okay, now what does it mean? So it means that while using poets, when use pun in the poem, at that time they use some words in such a way that it has two meanings. In pun, what happened basically, it has, we get two meanings of the same word. Understood? We already did this figure of speech pun in 9th standard, and I remember last time when I gave you the example. What was that example? The example was lifts has many ups and downs. That example we studied many such example. This was one of the example. What was that? Lifts has many ups and downs. Now what does it mean? It has two meanings. Now lift, right, in which we generally goes to the different floors in a building. So lift has two meanings, like as it is given ups and downs. Ups and downs, now ups and downs has two meanings here. Sorry, not lift, sorry. Ups and downs has two meanings here. Which are there? One is the directional movement going up and going down. These are the two meanings. Sorry, this is one meaning of up and down. The another meaning is different situations or the situations of life. That is, we have difficult time and a good time in our life, ups and downs. Understood? So in that way, in pun basically what we do, we play with the words. Okay, now in this poem actually there are some examples are there in which the poet has used pun. Means with the same word we use two meanings, or the two meanings are coming. See what is given about this pun. He says, when words with the same spelling or pronunciation are used in such a way that they convey more than one meaning. The same spelling, same pronunciation, and they convey two meanings. Such type of words when used in a poem, used in a line, then we can say that these are the examples of pun. Okay, so you have to find others, you have to find out some of the examples and you have to write here. The another figure of speech which is given here, we already discussed, this is interrogation. Now what is interrogation? In a poem, when question is asked, now if you will see in this poem, everywhere in every line the question is asked actually, but in a poem when question is asked but the answer is not expected, then that figure of speech is called as interrogation. Understood? What is interrogation? Interrogation is a kind of figure of speech in which question is asked but answer is not expected. Means the answer is itself is in the question. Such kind of figure of speech is called as interrogation. So here again many examples of interrogation are given in this poem. So you have to find out and write here. Now come to page number 13, English workshop. Now what is given here? First activity which is given, from each line in the poem pick out the words that is homograph. What are homograph? Which have same spelling, same pronunciation, different meanings. Okay, so what we have to do now, we have to pick out the words that are homographs from the poem and write its meaning in the context of the phrase used in the poem. And this one single word is used in two different ways, so used for two different things. So we have to write the meaning of that two different things, and then write the other meaning implied in the question. Okay, for example, it is given here, easy activity is given. First line are bed. Now we have bed on which we sleep, we have at the same time river bed is also there. So bed has two meanings, one on which we sleep and one bed on which the river water flows. So what we have to do in stanza wise, all lines 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 sorry 3 stanzas are given, and four lines are there in each stanza, and in each line there are homographs. So what you have to do, you have to write two meanings, one meaning which is given in poem, another meaning of that word. For example, bed, piece of a furniture, right? Bed is piece of a furniture, and the other meaning is a bottom of river. So in that way you have to write. For example, let me do one more for you. Second one is given from Hammer's head. Okay, so head means head of a person, okay, and or head of any animal, the upper portion of the body of any animal we can say. And head is the another meaning is the HEAD, head of the institute, head of the school, head of the office, in that way. Understood? So these two meanings are there, so that you have to write in this box. Okay, now next one, come to page number 14. Write two lines from this poem which you find most humorous. Now this is a humorous poem. What you have to do, so you have to write two lines which you feel that are humorous while going through the poem. If you felt ki these are the most humorous, where you laughed more, that you have to mention them. Next one is find out from the poem three examples of each of the following. Okay, the four figure of speeches are given. Interrogation, so entire poem is interrogation. Any lines you can write. Pun, three examples pun you have to write. Okay, again what are pun? Same spelling, same pronunciation, two meanings. Okay, personification, already we discussed in last lesson the examples of personification. What is personification? Personification is a kind of figure of speech in which non-living things are shown in such a way that they are living, or non-living things are given the quality of living things. They are called as personification. Alliteration is there, another one. Alliteration, when the letters or sound is repeated in the same line, then that is called as alliteration. Okay, so that also you have to do. These are very simple examples. I hope you will do this easily. Okay, let me tell you one example of, just now we discussed about pun and interrogation. Let me tell you one example of personification and alliteration also. Personifications example, second stanza, first line, does the needle ever wink its eye? Now who winked the eye? It is a human quality. Winking the eye is a human quality, but now this quality is shown with the non-living thing of needle, and that is why this is a personification. In such a way you have to find out another examples also. Okay, in same way alliteration where same word is repeated or sound is repeated. For example, you can see the second line only, or a single hair from a hammer's head. Now H, the sound of H is repeated. That is an example of alliteration. Okay, remaining activity, read the following carefully, then fill in the blanks using appropriate words from the bracket. Now come to fifth one directly. Fourth you have to skip, no need to do that. Come to fifth. In fifth, what is given? Some in a bracket, some words are given, and what you have to do, you have to select that words, and you have to fill that words with the help of fill that words in the given blanks. Okay, she had a photographic memory but never does it. So what developed, I hope the answer will be developed. So what you have to do, you have to pick out that words and you have to fill this and this blanks. Okay, that is also very easy. So in this way, I hope you will do this, and in case any difficulties, any problems, you can inform me so that we can focus on that particular thing in the next video. Okay, so let us stop here, and tomorrow we will start the new lesson. Have you thought of the verb have? Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day.